Hello, my name is Kevin Chu. I'm a group product manager at GitLab. Today in this video, I want to talk to you about our new deployment direction page. Specifically, in this video, I'll talk about what deployment is, why we decided we needed to create a separate direction page just for deployment, and lastly, our strategy. As you can see, there's many more topics that are covered on this page. I do encourage you to read it and please provide any feedback that you might have. What is deployment? Deployment is a step which brings coded, integrated, and built software to a production environment. For firms that are deploying frequently, they have a competitive advantage because they are receiving feedback from their customers early and often. Why did we create a separate deployment direction page? There are three reasons why I did this. Number one, deployment is hard. The one constant in modern software development is probably change. There are many developers contributing to an application. The application is probably comprised of many different microservices, and even your infrastructure is constantly changing. All this change means it's complex to deploy an application. The second reason is we see increasing competitive pressure in this space. There are well-funded startups that are tackling this problem directly before they expand into other areas. There are also great open source projects that are starting to gain traction in the space. And lastly, for GitLab, we want to be a single application for all of DevOps. In order to do so, deployment must be part of that story. The third reason I wrote this direction page is we want to build the right solution for our customers. In order to do so, we must avoid shipping our organization. As you may know, GitLab is organized by different stages, and deployment is both release and configure. Previously, you would first configure your infrastructure before you release your application to it. In today's world where everything's containerized, this distinction is much less clear. We want to look at this problem space with a new set of lens so that we can prioritize accordingly. What is our strategy? We're starting by targeting a new persona called Priyanka. Priyanka is a platform engineer that works in a centralized cloud team. We're starting to see centralized cloud teams become more and more common. And her team is tasked with making developers more productive in a cloud environment. This includes deployment. To tackle deployment, we're going to approach it from two different strategic vectors. Number one, we're going to be targeting Kubernetes native. Kubernetes is a space where growth is the fastest and innovation is also happening. The second vector is we're leaning in on the fact that GitLab is a complete application. As a complete DevOps application, we have data that nobody else has, and this data is very valuable to Priyanka. So by taking the sandwich strategy approach, we believe we can capture new users that our current CI/CD-based deployment solution is not a perfect fit for. I'll conclude this video here. I am very interested to hear back from you on any thoughts you have on deployment. Thank you.